morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Sip and Chat with Azem and, of course, Jade. When you go in Adita, CPL Mathis store, I think it's Beyonce Johnson, right here at the Sugar Factory. Shout out to everyone logged on. Shout out to everyone who is looking at this when it's already logged off. But I appreciate you all the same. Jade, how is it? How is it? How is it going? How are you?
You're not doing your shout out?
Yeah, I was going to shout you out first since you're here.
Oh. I'm having a rough morning.
Really? Looking quite nice.
Thank you.
I would never have guessed. What's happening? Talk to me. It's only me.
I just wanted, like, today I just feel like I wish I could just wake up and reset the whole morning.
So the morning itself has been like a lot already.
Yes.
That's what you're saying. So it's not so much like a feeling, but it's just what
Oh, no,
you've been dealing with.
Too.
Wow. So you're feeling it and it's what you've been dealing with.
Yeah, just been one of those mornings. We all have them once in a while. I assume.
Bye. Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, shout out to the fellas them that still wear parts in the head. You know, y'all run things right now. Kudos to y'all. Well,
That was a heck of a transition, but
no, I shout you out. You tell me
Yeah,
how
yeah,
you're
yeah.
doing.
No, I understand that.
You didn't ask me about me, so I just moved on.
sorry.
No, it's cool. It's cool. I reckon you have a lot going on. I understand.
Sorry.
I understand. You're just
Oh,
kind of
see? No, I just a terrible friend too. Wow.
internalizing everything. Yeah, guys, sorry about that, but we're back.
I have a new hairstyle.
Actually, the Kingsters have all sorts of talents, right? Video production, audio production, hairstyling.
Actually, I like it on this side, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it boosts my energy.
Well.
How about you, friend? How are you?
We don't move on, Jade. No one cares about me, Jade.
That's not true.
No one cares about
That's not true.
Nobody cares about how my except for probably Weedy. Morning, Weedy.
She does.
Yeah,
She does care.
I think I'm back.
No, I care too. It's just that sometimes your mind just ain't there by.
I understand, Jade. I don't take it personal when my friends don't care about me.
That's not.
When I demonstrate that,
No.
I mean absolutely nothing to them.
Now I look like a completely terrible person.
Yeah,
Live.
No. I mean, like I said, it don't really matter when when your friends really show you that they don't consider you at all. I don't take that personal, Jade.
Any more you need to add to that? Any other ways you feel like you want to say it?
I'm doing okay.
Okay.
Most things
You look happy.
Most things are going well.
Yeah.
You
look buff. I was there yesterday.
No, this shot small. This shot small, Jade.
Is the shot your small shot ever?
No. Upon the shot this morning, I was like, watch you. I took it out last night. So it wasn't no way I was going to change it this morning.
But your shot yesterday looked like though.
It was a small shot.
So this is your small shot ever. This your week. 2
days.
Okay.
2 days.
Okay.
No, actually, I actually been trying to getting back up to my pre-poison weight.
Pre-poison weight is funny as hell.
Yeah, I getting back up to my pre-poison weight after like a year.
Oh boy.
After like a year, so.
Forget that happened to you, boy.
Yeah, I was like 30 pounds, Jade. Like 30 pounds is a lot, yeah. That's like a toddler, yeah.
You gave birth.
But yeah. Like, oh, yeah. Bye.
Sometimes we just joke about wanting to get poisoned just to lose some weight, right? But I think after you have stopped that.
No, let me tell you something, right? I would not wish that on an enemy.
But it's fish poisoning is the worst, right?
I don't, well...
I want to believe so because I've been food poisoned before and I didn't like it.
No, food, like just regular food poisoning sometimes, like is terrible, but manageable.
I'm going to tell you how I poison myself. I'm going to tell you after.
So I'm up to, it might have been on Friday actually. I was talking to a gentleman and he was telling me, you know, we were talking and I was like, bye, yeah, like I just started to put back on weight after I was fish poison and so the man was like, bye, that thing ain't to play with you. I said, bye, yeah. Then he said, bye, you know my uncle? When I said the uncle name, because people know him. I said, yeah, my uncle get fish poison, yeah. And I didn't tell nobody.
What?
So one day, I go and buy him, just going to heal him up. I asked him how you doing. He said, well, I can't see. So he started laughing. He said, what do you mean you can't see? He's like, no, I can't see. So I mean, understand, like...
I ain't understanding.
What you're talking about. The man said, oh, no, like, I haven't been feeling well the last few days. I think it might have been some fish that I ate, and now I can't see. So the man said, you can't, like, you mean you literally can't see? He said, no, I can't see no more. The man said, I had to scrape up your uncle came to the hospital. He said 3 days, your uncle in the house by himself.
Is the weather, he just saying it just so nonchalant.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like, I just can't see. It's the only sight.
Yeah, 3 days the man in the house, and even, like, stressing, just walk out, he feel bad, and he can just write it out.
May want a level of, like, nonchalant ever, you know, because that's different. When you ain't even care about your sight, that's different.
Yeah, it's crazy. And people lose teeth, people lose their hair. Yeah, like
no fish
people get blotches on the skin. So like yeah, it is.
And thankfully you didn't get any of that.
No, I didn't get any of that.
You just lost a little weight.
I lost some weight. I had like it was intense though.
Yeah, could tell.
It was intense.
Could tell. What? Oh, so I tell you, I'm gonna tell you how I poisoned myself, right? This is one of them days. This is one of them times when like.
Let's hear this confession.
My rational decision making wasn't rationing.
These are my confessions.
Yeah, bye. So open and transparent, let's be with you. I'm gonna think I'm an idiot when I'm done. So right, I went over to visit my mom one day. I think I had just come from work. I was working on Port Dante. And I went over.
You look all over.
Yeah, I'm well traversed in this country. And so I went over by my mom, and my brothers was telling me that they had some hot dog sausages, and I used to like hot dog sausages, not so much now, but
yeah, people stop eating hot dog sausages.
Azem, we can't afford not to eat hot dog sausages. You forget the economy we're in.
Processed meats, Jade. You can buy them cost you more in the long run. So they get cancer.
So will starvation.
You know, me tell you starve?
Yeah, but there's only so many things we could take out with that.
Yeah, but
living in this country.
You know, I don't even bother tell people don't eat Vienna sausage.
No, you can't do that, friend.
At some point I have to let some things go.
Yeah, ain't tell you what, man. Ain't just stop eating things.
No, I don't tell you I foraged in you.
Berries and nuts.
I foraged yesterday. A lady wanted to know. What's that animal in my yard?
Thought it was a brown bear?
I said,
no, it's just an Azem.
It's an Azem, that's all.
Yeah, it's an Azem, a wild Azem. Yeah. So I went over there and they was telling me that they had some hot dog sausages and it made them sick.
Oh boy.
And I was like,
it's not gonna happen to me.
Yeah, man.
My got steel tummy.
Why? Are you good? Eat two.
Two?
We tell right?
The way to let you eat them. You should let you eat the whole pack.
Why watch you? I'm going to not be here. I'm going to not be here. I'm going to let you. The next day, right? I at work and I feel like I'm on the brink of seeing God.
He'll take you there.
Like I feel like you're touching the hem of my garments. as if
Bye.
I was going through it, boy. You know what was? When I had to walk up the road, right? I had to walk up Park Range because I was...
Oh no, somebody that got to give me a lift.
Midway, when I reached like by Bastille High, right? I was like, this is it. This is it.
What if that's a business, boy?
What?
Like Uber for sick people.
Buy one, Mr. Buy. Unless that you got like plastic covers in your like Corona. No, like remember when I had them plastic stuff for Corona? Yeah. Maybe that.
Because sometimes you call the Uber, you gotta wait a little while. But with this service...
Oh, it's called the ambulance, man.
Ambulance ain't coming, guy, bill to you. They're coming? They come for that?
Well,
I guess they come for anything, right?
Yeah, what do you mean? You tell them, they say,
How much? What's the cost of the ambulance?
I know me ain't gonna find out. I better put me in the back of a truck, a jeep, a car, just not that.
So you had to walk up Victoria Road from
Yeah.
Port Zante?
Yeah, man.
At least it's a straight shot. I mean,
It feel bendo.
the only problem is that is like an exodus. Walking from...
Boy, and sun hot. It's
Walking
like
from,
mid
yeah,
there, like.
yeah, mid. Oh my gosh! I keep saying the sun is hottest on Victoria Road. The sun is hottest on Victoria.
It is, and I think Park Range is a close second. Especially that gap between Warner Park and just before you cross the road to Lonely Road.
Oh, yeah.
That gap right there. Bye for the week, bye.
Yeah. Well,
But yeah, that's how I almost
not almost. That's how you poison yourself.
Yeah.
But they gave you the warning, Jade, so I can't even.
They did. It was. I tell you, that was my fault completely. And you know what it was? When you know you cause something on yourself, so now you just got to.
You just got to. Yeah, you just got to tug it out.
What you could do?
Just got to tug it out.
You can't curse nobody. It's your fault.
But yeah, sometimes we have to pay attention to the warnings that we get. I think that's something somehow we just drop shot.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
People just want us about themselves. Think animals just want us about them.
The warning signs are usually there. We just ignore them.
Fully. Fully. Wonder why is that?
Excitement.
I was going to say that, but I said it couldn't be. Could it be?
No, part of it, I think that I realize this thing about us. We consider ourselves exceptional and the exceptions in everything. So like this thing could happen to everybody, but somehow it ain't gonna happen to me. We convince ourselves that no, I'm gonna be the exception.
Are you good?
I am exceptional. I will not be the one person.
Are your immune system weak? Anybody ever tell that?
No, but I've heard it told to other people.
Like what? How are you going to decide my immune system weak because I catch something that everybody else catching?
Immune system weak? You couldn't fight it off. So that they were supposed to just guy. I remember hearing that from a guy. A guy told another guy that when he got COVID.
Oh Lord.
And I was like, bye. Wait till you get touch. You don't get touch, yeah.
I always do.
Everybody got a touch.
When they feel they're invincible.
They get humbled real quick. They get humbled really quick.
Oh, that they feel like. What's the worst part, by? I think it was the headache. The headache literally woke me up.
The worst thing for me for COVID was the fever.
I had a fever.
The issue for me with fever does be how annoying it is just to find a resting place. The worst thing, like when you wake up and it's like your bed wet. It's like, what am I supposed to do now? I don't weak, I can't get up. Like,
just slowly roll on the dry side.
I don't think based on what by the time we got COVID, I think we got the water down COVID.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because the COVID that was like killing people like left, right and center.
I don't think I want to know how that, I wouldn't even, not taking out the dying side, right? I wouldn't even want to know how it feels.
Yeah, I mean there's people who still can smell and so.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, people can't smell.
They can't smell. They can't taste.
People who couldn't fulfill their husbandly.
Are impotent.
Oh my gosh, I wasn't going down that road.
But that's why I wasn't going.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going down actually.
Just make sure, cause.
Yeah, but.
Insane, eh?
Yeah, I had a backache, a little headache, fever. I had a lingering cough. Like the cough lasted about a month and a half.
Oh yeah, it was coughing for real.
The cough lasted about a month and a half.
I thought your boy stuck with cola and all.
Yeah.
I think we used to go through a pack of cola.
I was going through like with cola, like addict goes through like
yeah,
pills.
It was wild.
Yeah, it was crazy.
But it wasn't like delirious. It wasn't like a little. No. Okay, well, I was. And then the
system week, Jade. Immune system week.
Fear.
Your immune system weak.
Fear,
Well, I can tell you. I can tell you. I can't tell you nothing else.
Bye. I'm gonna be laughing. This is the most I've felt better. You see, this is why you need to talk to your friends sometime, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, we're talking to each other in front of the camera. However, besides that, sometimes you just need to talk to your friends.
Yeah. I think, you know, I tell you something, right? One thing I don't really like is people who want to wallow in their misery.
No.
Like the wallowers.
Yeah, like when it starts to feel like you're choosing to be miserable.
Yeah, then I check out.
Yeah, that does show me afterwards.
I guess we're still friends.
You guess?
I guess we're still friends.
When last you talk?
Well, since I don't really answer she WhatsApp messages, it's been a
What
while.
do you mean you don't really like? You mean you don't do it as much as you used to?
Oh, no. I just ignore them.
That's not really friend. Really means that there's like one-off times.
That might be more accurate. but man, it's just to bring me down, man.
Oh my God, those people.
Just to bring me down. It's like you try, like there'd be things that, as a matter of fact, you ever had like somebody who complained about the fact you're making them feel better?
No,
like I had a friend, like we went out like this was her energy all the time. And of course she was me, things are hard, boom boom bam. So
things hard.
We out at a function, and like of course people having fun times because young people, and we having like a good time. And then like I make a joke and then she hit me and I was like, what happened? She's like, stop it now. I was like, stop what? What are you talking about? Being a group, eh? You're just trying to make me feel better. Like,
oh.
What? No, there's people like that, Jade.
No, I know that.
That they complain about the fact that they haven't been able to wallow enough in whatever misery. Then
stay home and wallow. Where you going to come out to make me depressed too? Like,
no, because what happened is that she came out to feel better, but it was too early in the night. She didn't get enough misery yet. So it was maybe around 9 o'clock. The misery was supposed to wear off closer to 11:30. So I needed to slow it down with the jokes and so. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh no, well, somebody tell me she quit her job and I'm presently seeking new employment. So good luck with that. No, I don't think she watches this show.
Azem dislikes you.
No. We go way back, like since.
You could go way back and dislike them.
No. I actually don't dislike them. There's very few people that I dislike.
I can name 2.
Really?
Yeah. I feel like I can name 2.
Maybe. Because I'm like, if I dislike somebody, I don't really have to hide it.
No. What should you?
But you're the exception. I'm not a hateful person.
What do you mean as the exception?
No, I mean I could say who I hate, who I dislike, because I'm not generally a hateful person.
Oh. I thought you were trying to tell me I was one.
No. I'm saying.
Yes, I know.
But I say the person that I might dislike is the exception.
Okay.
Like I like most people.
Yeah, me too. You know, people don't like me because of that. Because of too.
Because of too.
I'm too happy, apparently.
I can see how that could be annoying.
Yeah, but that's my fault. The opposite is really bad, you know?
Yeah. You know, this ain't nothing to do with you, know. You just continue doing you.
You know, the opposite of me being happy, we want that.
Yeah. Well, Jade, what going on in the world, though?
Sadness. Mm-hmm. Thank you for redepressing me in an instant.
Sorry. It's a roller coaster here, Jade. It's a roller coaster.
I don't like heights. So, I might just go jump off. I can't do it. But unfortunately, but I can't believe it's happened to you, know? So, this morning I woke up, you know, going about my morning, and I came across a post of someone that passed away.
So, give us the name of the gentleman.
Crispin Nisbet.
Yeah.
That was like, what?
So, last night, around maybe 1 a.m. is when I just happened to see somebody's status. And so I started going to people who and recognized that Yeah,
That
the young man had passed away. It was that was a shocker. That was a shocker.
Yes.
For me. And yeah, of course, everybody listening might not know who the young man is, but definitely people who were involved in sports, particularly football, would know who he is, long-time footballer. Spurs to his core.
Probably past that.
And yeah, like Spurs to his core, but has always been a avid football fan and a great football player. No longer with us, so it is definitely prayers, well wishes, condolences to his friends, family, loved ones, the Matinee community, the Spurs Football Club, and the supporters. Yeah, definitely prayers going out to you, as well as, you know, I know he worked at the craft house for some time, so the person's up at the craft house as well.
It's just, I think what happened is just that, like, it'll just remind you how.
1 minute you have, 1 minute you gone?
Yeah, like in an instant you could just not wake up.
Yeah, and I don't know the details.
Neither do I, but
I don't know
boy.
the details, but young man, and I think that is when that adds a certain added level of grief when you have loss, and it's unexpected for me for sure. And if it's someone you consider young, you know.
Yeah.
And of course, like I said, football, active. So I don't know what happened, but yeah, it was definitely a shocker this morning.
Yeah, that really threw me off, boy.
Yeah.
That really threw me off.
Yeah.
So this is why sometimes it's good to not go on social media first thing in the morning, you know.
So I have stopped doing that.
But for the nature of my job, I can't. Because there's things that may have happened. So why I do it is because there's things that may have happened that I missed between the time I was sleeping to know.
That we need to like address our mention and that kind of thing. Yeah. But
I went to sleep very early last night.
oh, congratulations.
Yeah, I crashed out.
You needed it.
Yeah.
You needed it. You needed it for sure. You had a long night the night before.
Why? Then
You're dealing with Jade. Yeah. Jade went sleep early too.
yeah, man. That's when I went to sleep though.
It's why I can't go out.
Yes.
Oh man.
I read him a story and I was like, you know what? Let me just lay here with him a bit because he likes when he likes when I'm around when he goes to sleep sometimes. I say, you know, let me just lay down a little bit, you know, keep you company.
That's why I was out.
What? I wake up all kind of calls. I said, what happened? But it was different. I know what the calls were for.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of calls and I saw WhatsApp.
Okay.
One was yours. So by good thing, it's a good thing as he wasn't in a crisis by. Because that one night.
Oh boy. No, when I'm in a crisis I don't call nobody.
You was the blind uncle, no? Why y'all? I just want to know why y'all do that.
No. Generally though, I'm gonna be honest. Like I'm generally the one who expects to be called when people I care about are in crisis. But generally, they just figure it out if I need to figure it out. Yeah.
I like the attitude sometimes. The figure it out attitude.
Yeah, if I don't figure, I'm the type of to figure it out. Especially the women in my life, sisters, my mom. Like
they can call you. You are the dependable person in your family.
No, I think most of the men in my family that's how my dad operates, right? So that's the example. Like the women in your life, they call you, and they better call you. Because if you find out that they should have called you, then there's a problem, right? Yeah, don't be somewhere stranded and be like, I wonder if I can get one. Call me.
That's my daddy for me.
Call me.
Yeah, that's my daddy for me.
Call me.
He tells me the same thing.
Yeah, call me.
Just call me.
Yeah, just call me. Not call me if like Dexter, just call me. There's
Call
no
me.
if. There's no if. Just call me.
Oh, Dexter that's was telling people kill them man by. Well. What a time.
Yeah. But
it's murder your man.
Yeah.
But you're correct. Yeah, so no, we all need that person.
Yeah, call me and like.
But I hope that person has a person as well. You need that person as well.
I figure things out.
Yes, however, sometimes you don't have to. Sometimes you need to let other people figure it out for you. That's why we have people around.
I think it's a little different for me. Like, the way I look at it is like this. Personally, I'll build a network, right? Mm-hmm. So I'll build a network of resources that I could tap on.
But that's what I mean.
A little different. So I'm not calling someone with my problem. I'm calling you
because that's the solution?
I'm calling you because I need whatever it is you possess as part of my solution.
But that's what I mean, I tell you. Like
but it's different, you know. I don't expect you to get a solution when you call me. Tell me a problem and sort it out.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying?
But maybe that you is the solution.
That's what I'm saying. I am the solution.
And then you have other solutions. That's what I mean. Like, maybe necessarily they have to fix your problem, but more so they are the key to fix the problem. Because they may possess the skill.
Yeah. That's it. And that's the thing. Like, there's people who have particular skills, people who have certain knowledge. Like, so I have this thing, right? You could pick me up and teleport me anywhere in the world, I'll be all right. Yeah. Once I have my cell phone, once I have my wallet, once I have my passport.
Yeah.
I have them 3 things, I'm good. I'm good, right? It don't matter what situation you put me in, I'll be all right. Right? So, and I genuinely believe that. I genuinely believe that. Pick me up, put me anywhere in the world, I could figure it out. And part of that is like building a network of contacts and people that, you know, you could depend on for certain things.
Yeah, people don't understand how important network is. That's one thing I'm happy I realized early. And I don't even think I realized it as building a network. I just figured like there's certain people or there's people that serve purposes, right? And it's good to not to build a relationship, build a connection with them, because you never know when that person going play an essential part in whatever you're doing.
Yeah. And see, for me, networking isn't natural. Like, I'm not generally...
I don't want to go to.
Right. And I'm not... and I think it does hurt me a lot. Like, I think it hurts me in terms of... even sometimes just being around makes you come to people's mind, right? So... if you're around, I figure like you will get opportunities just by being around, just by knowing what people recognize in you. Like, and I see it. Like, the way I look at it is, I think I'm personable, but I'm not very sociable. Yeah. Right? And then I see like my friends who are very sociable. They go out, they hang out, they fall into a certain they operate in a way that makes it very easy for them to mingle and match in different spaces. And I see like how that plays into the opportunities they get.
It really does. I could speak from experience, because a lot of the time that's just how I'm not the person that minds being around different type of people, because I find them so interesting. Yeah. And that has led me to being like random conversations. Like, I remember the last time I went to Nevis, I was just chilling with Sunshine. Sunshine is so funny, right?
Yeah,
oh my God. So, as I told you, I've made it a habit for all of my birthdays, or like even close to my birthdays, to go to Sunshine, to just chill with Sunshine. I don't know why, but it just...
Could happen that way?
Yeah. So, while I was there, a lady, a random, white lady just walked up and started handing Sunshine edible plants. Just edible. Yeah,
that's the kind of thing that I could see that.
Random edible plants, and it was like Jade tradies. It was. She makes them locally. She and a friend of hers. She introduced me to the friend of hers. I can't remember his name though.
Okay, so before we even continue, you're saying edible plants. I think in like Brussels sprouts.
No, not those, and not the ones with drugs either.
I know, but you say edible plants, so like
because they weren't like fruits. They weren't like fruits and vegetables. They were like
so that's what I'm saying.
Flowers.
Okay, so I think so. It was like flowers.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was thinking like Brussels sprouts are like
No, like no, not
Okay.
those kind.
Okay.
Not regular vegetables that we would see regularly. That's what I meant. It was different colored, flowered plants.
Yeah, I think I get what you're saying now. Yeah.
And the taste is so good. They cook on your salads and all kind of things.
No,
like
but
I've never seen them before.
Yeah, but I think what is dropping me off is when you're like, oh, she makes them. I was like,
she grows them.
Okay.
She grows them.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
But I catch where you're coming from now.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, that's the kind of thing that you'll happen when you're just minglish.
Yeah, I mean, even mean like you have to be in like. I think a lot of the times people think being social means going to parties.
I think what happens is that especially in a context here in the Federation, a lot of the opportunities to socialize center around something akin to a party, right? So it might be even if it's not like for something you'll consider like clubbing, fete, it might be karaoke night, it might be...
You ever did karaoke?
I've been to karaoke.
You never sing?
I've never sang karaoke.
So are you just over and even singing?
I'm singing for free.
Sorry. Oh, man, don't sing for free.
Man, what are you talking about? Cheese, but you guys don't let me stop. No, y'all don't get too much. Y'all don't get too much, come on.
No, we got to pay for that.
But yeah, I think a lot of time it centers around like that type of environment, right? So that's kind of the opportunities we have. It's either you're going to like a bar, or you're going to like something like that. It's probably like a bar. It's probably like when you hear socializing, that's kind of.
I think I've met some of the most interesting people in bars.
See, for me, that's just an experience that is so foreign to me because.
But you don't have to go to the bar to drink.
People who drink say that. No, but think about it, right? Like everybody in the area is in a specific state of mind, doing a specific thing, and you're just the one who ain't doing it.
I've had that experience.
It gets
multiple
weird.
times.
Yeah, but it gets weird.
The first time it threw me for a loop.
Yeah. Like,
when you was the only sober person and everybody else just, I said, this is how others look back.
Yeah.
This is how others behaving.
Yeah, so that's.
Oh my gosh.
So like
it's
but it gets very disconcerting. Sometimes it's very like. Yeah, it's a very odd space to be in.
But I think you are, at least because of the nature of your job, you are in some very interesting spaces.
Yeah, like I met a lot of interesting people, like and that kind of thing. But I do believe that. I remember in 2020, my New Year's resolution, if you could call it that, was to be more social and go out. And then guess what happened?
You didn't?
Nope. And nobody else did either. I was like, maybe
This is a sign.
I wonder, this might be a sign I need to cool out. I just need to just keep doing what I'm doing.
So, COVID happened so you could start sign.
My best friend been trying to get me to go to a particular lime every Thursday, and she's threatened me that if I don't make it this Thursday, like our friendship is over.
In St. Kitts?
She in St. Kitts right now.
I know which lime it is. I think. It's a Thursday.
Yeah, but I think you could probably identify what's the lime on a Thursday.
Yeah.
Like, different days, people know like kind of where everybody going. If you tell me you're going out on a Wednesday, I'm probably gonna get surprised.
Well, I would guess Dubai.
The people that tell me they're going out probably going.
Yeah.
Oh man.
They're probably not.
Girls' night.
Ladies' night, why?
Yeah.
Ladies' night with all men.
I've been there on a Wednesday, but I think I went to drop off some equipment. I think I went to drop off something for somebody. Like they had some, that's why I went there. They had they had a piece of equipment that wasn't working, and they called me to like see if I could give them a replacement. So like I went and thing, but yeah, like and it was the thing is generally when you go like I'm personable, so like I think I interact well with people, and it'll be cool. But again, if there's certain things that I enjoy and really if the space isn't conducive to the things that I enjoy, then really,
you're not going to want to stay, and that's understandable.
Yeah.
That's
Hard to have conversations when like the music's so loud that you can't hear yourself think.
You're shouting in each other ear. No, that don't make sense. That's not conversation time.
Yeah, that ain't conversation time. And then I haven't danced since '93.
You lie, you dance. Stop lying.
I told you that wasn't dancing, but you don't want to believe me. Did that look like anything even close to dance, Jade?
It did. It did.
So anytime anybody move, I dancing, no?
No.
That's all. That's exactly what
Music was playing and you was matching the rhythm. Any other questions?
I was doing a routine, Jade.
Okay. A dance routine.
No, it was not a dance routine.
Got you. Yeah. Well, in other news, guess who is celebrating 34 years in Parliament?
Do tell.
So, the Right Honourable Dr. Denzel Douglas celebrates 34 years as a parliamentarian.
Boom, bam.
Of course.
That is a lot of years.
It is.
Yeah. Congratulations to him. And I think that speaks volumes about the faith that the people in his community has in him.
That is also true.
Continually send him to Parliament.
He's never lost. Wow.
No. And I think in some cases, one could chalk that up to a community support of a particular party. But I do believe that he does have a lot of love and support in the community, even outside of the fact that he running on a red ticket.
Yeah,
I think it's more than that.
I do too. I think he himself is the reason why time and time again they put faith in him.
Yeah. So
I tell you, we love dog in this country, you know. We love dog in this country.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. You can't deny it. His charisma, I think, for one, attracts a lot of people to him. And like I said, the people in his community keep electing him and sending him back to work on their behalf. So I think that speaks volumes to the faith and the trust that I have in him. So, yeah, congratulations on 34 years. That's a lot of years, man. A lot of years. Like how you going to study to be a doctor and then 34 years, you just been in Parliament. Not going to see him about to get injection now?
I would hope so.
No, I don't hope so. Who going to Douglas for injection?
I don't think you just lose that knowledge. I don't want to be. So was he like a practicing doctor?
Yeah.
See,
he has his medical. He's a medical doctor.
No, I know that. But I mean,
yeah, I think he had an office. Yeah, he had an office.
Yeah, the man good. The man could still,
Maybe,
you know.
But probably wasn't open that long. But I don't know. I don't know. Somebody tell us how long Douglas was like when he came back from studies. Yeah, and then I don't know if he worked at like the and then I don't know if he worked at like the hospital or whatever. But I think I heard that he did have a private practice prior to.
I would want to believe he knows how to give
his first election.
Yeah, I think I want to believe that he's still, you know, if things go left and we need wow.
Jade,
where's the doctor?
You've been running the country for 34, what 20, for a lot of years. You and the person I'm coming to for the expertise to give me an injection. Yeah, but if I need to know something about the economy, the history of politics in St. Kitts, all these things, you're coming to you first. Coming to you first. You don't get to just run out do something else and then no, but not me. Not with health.
Not you with health, okay. I got you.
But then again, you got some people who just Douglas with their life. Anything. It don't matter.
Exactly.
Anything. So
exactly.
Yeah, pick up yourself. 34 years, you know, that ain't nice. That's
older than me? Huh.
That's a feat.
Oh, yeah.
That's a feat. And still going strong. Hey, let me tell you something. Douglas looking good here. Douglas looking good. No, I'm telling you.
I can't touch Dougie.
No, I'm telling you. With jacket.
Yeah, man. In my lifetime, I've had how many prime ministers by?
Probably
Three. Three. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's a lot. You have to understand. Like
I know.
But yeah, you have to understand for a lot of people, like even when I was growing up until, okay, I have a couple of years on you, and it's the same number for me.
Wow. Oh, yeah.
Is it?
No,
No. No, I had 4.
You had 4.
But there was a lot of people who, it was 3 for a lot of years. One for a lot of years.
A lot of years.
Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden you just went, pop, pop.
Yeah, they just...
These two just pop up, pop, pop.
Just there? Wow. Well, them poor children by.
Can't keep up, man.
Now you got to go relearn this again.
Who is the minister of... No, that's the last one. It changed again.
Imagine having to go tell the children them.
It changed again.
Monday morning. So the Prime Minister thing that we teach you, forget it. We got you one.
Just be glad they don't learn the permanent secretary. Be glad they don't learn the boards.
Can't confuse you, so. Lord, man.
Telling you.
But I'm speaking of Prime Minister. Guess who is questioning why CARICOM isn't united?
I mean, apart from me?
And me.
Oh, I don't know.
A Prime Minister. A Prime
Minister? I don't know. Maybe Uncle Gaston.
Correct.
Oh,
so,
boy, look at that.
PM Brown questions whether CARICOM is really united.
It sounds like something he would say. It's either him or maybe Gonzalez. Yeah, Ralph is a gangster, boy.
Bye. Me too.
Yeah, I would say something like that, but he'll probably come from a different place.
I think so too. So you said the rest of the Prime Ministers themselves?
No.
Oh.
But I think a lot of the other Prime Ministers are probably more... what
They have more decorum?
No, just mindful of the things they say. I think Gaston... No, come on, Jade.
Listen, you hear him tell somebody in Parliament that they sound like a Spanish radio.
Uncle Gaston?
The man said, you're just talking, you're in here sounding like a Spanish radio. I said, bye. What is wrong with that man?
What Spanish people doing, man?
Oh dear.
What you saying about CARICOM now?
So, he has thrown the CARICOM leaders, both past and present, under the bus, saying that they only stand on the integration and unity platforms when it relates to their exposed values. He also accused them of applying a national treatment. I know he had to do with Latino.
Yep.
I know he had to do with Latino.
Yep, but he's trying everything right now.
Yeah.
He's trying everything.
He said he also accused them of applying a national treatment to regional issues like Liat and Baiko? Where's Baiko?
Baiko was the insurance.
Many CARICOM heads, past and present, stand firmly on the platform of integration when it comes to their exposed values, he said. But when you look at the commitment in practice, whether we are faced with any significant challenges, almost invariably they resort to national treatment, which is not in keeping with the spirit of the Treaty of Chaguaramas. Brown said there could be serious challenges in the future if leaders and countries continue to apply national treatment when faced with regional challenges. A case in point is the Baiko situation. They have invested in serious countries within the Caribbean, in Trinidad and Tobago, for example, to build out their methanol plants and so on, contributing to the economic growth and development. When the company failed, Trinidad first, Barbados first, and OECS last, up to this day, you still have a significant amount of OECS nationals who are languishing with hundreds of millions of dollars unpaid. They made their citizen a priority, while citizens in other CARICOM countries have not been restored in full. There is something vulgar about this behavior, Brown said. You know, he got some points in there, man, if you're using the points in the correct place like that, but
I think the general sentiment, I think a lot of people can agree with, that there's a lot of talking about unity. However, when time comes to display unity, there's time where you you need to see there's opportunity for this integration to. There's always some favoritism, or people just kind of go back in reserve and start making decisions in their little like silos.
Excuse me.
And that play in their best national interest, not necessarily what's best for the region as a whole. So,
well, we saw it.
We have that's definitely a thing.
We have like a recent example. Corona.
Yeah.
Corona is a recent example of the same behavior.
Yeah, I mean the bus bubble that was trying to.
Had we hopes up in a time, but yeah, we could.
Jade, you remember, it was like this bubblegum bus. From the first time we read about this ad, I said, this bubblegum bus, how anybody thought this was going to work? How anybody thought this was going to work? I couldn't even believe that our officials was telling us about this bubble. I was like, people was getting vexed with me. We had people calling in on the show talking about how, that's not getting cool. The bubble ain't last a day.
No.
The bubble ain't last one day.
You burst quickly.
Bubble?
Well.
Bubble ain't last no time. People can look. The issue is that once you have a situation, right, where all these, I keep saying, all these so-called CARICOM leaders are leaders in their own countries that exercise copious, ridiculous amounts of power in their systems, right? People aren't going to give up. People don't give up power.
Not just so. Not just at all.
People don't give up power.
Yeah.
And not only that, how do I then reconcile the fact that a decision that was taken on maybe in the best interest of the region, right? But maybe had some negative consequences for my particular island.
Oh, your country gonna cook you, man?
And then, no, not even to cook me, it ain't about just cooking me. I gotta go back to them and say, vote for me again. Because that's really what it's about here.
That's what I mean. You can tell us that you undertook a decision that made us get it worse. Also, the Caribbean, not even just the country, the Caribbean, and we must trust you again? No.
No, but I don't think that's. I think a lot of times people would understand. I think people would understand if there's some short-term sacrifices for long-term gains. You could make the argument for that. But politicians, because at the end of the day, the idea would be that this is something that benefits you as well. Like it might be short-term, it might cause some short-term struggles, but there might be some long-term benefits, right? So you could make that argument.
They can do that.
But politicians are not interested in those kinds of things.
The long-term is 5 years or 3, depending.
Yeah, 5 years, yeah. That's it. That's long-term for a politician. So it becomes very difficult to have the kind of regional integration and unity that we keep talking about that perhaps would be necessary.
Yeah.
Imagine the United States and every state had a Trump that all had the same power in their respective states.
America might implode. Yeah, I'm gonna let you. America might easily implode.
Yeah. So,
well,
I mean, we see with Europe. It's pretty much what will be going on in Europe.
France rated again.
The French people need to work, Jade.
No, this is one of them. By the way, somebody said that Dougie had. They said Dougie is still a doctor. His office was there for decades. He's one of the best doctors on the island.
Me say he's a doctor. I just saying me.
They said that's one of the reasons that he had such good faith as the PM.
I just saying me. When I recognize your focus has been somewhere else for 34 years, perhaps that's not what I'm coming to you about.
Oh dear.
I believe you have now developed way more expertise in other areas, and I'll tap on you for those skills. The other skills, I'll find somebody else.
Well,
that's me. No, you could go. You got it.
I'll give you the next story, please.
Yes, please.
Thank you. So our old friend is back.
Who that?
Mr. Choksi.
Oh my gosh, Chuk. Chuk, what kind
I give him a whole nickname like that's my friend.
That's my friend. We
no,
a nickname. A little pet name.
By now.
Yeah, Chuk.
Yeah.
What kind of a little Chuk?
Interpol has removed red notice against Mehul Choksi.
They do what?
They removed a red notice against him.
Thank you. How I'm the one who got kidnapped, taken to other countries.
And you're treating me like the criminal.
All because India trying to say, I steal millions of dollars. Come on.
Where's the little millions among friends though?
Yeah, but I can't get to shot you.
Shot.
So give me some more information on this.
Hold on. You make me okay. A spokesperson for Mr. Choksi commented, the report from the Antiguan police and the evidence adduced by Mr. Choksi is the ongoing high court proceedings in Antigua point to an alarming case of state-orchestrated kidnap, torture and attempted rendition by the Indian government. The decision of Interpol to delete the red notice strengthens these concerns. Moreover, the preliminary ruling, yeah, bye. I what that's a truck.
Maybe how again?
Just survive. The preliminary ruling of the High Court in Antigua demonstrates that there is a case to answer for a full investigation. Yeah.
Jade.
Who was questioning this? The man was kidnapped. Oh.
The governments.
But the man get kidnapped.
Remember, we literally had a conversation
with his lawyer.
With his lawyer, right?
Oh yes.
Right? And not only that, you started having the governments themselves, the same uncle was talking about he ain't nothing to do with that.
I know nothing about
I know nothing about that. Who is this? I heard about this person.
Oh, but why politicians like deny things that we don't know about?
Like you
on camera.
Like you can't be. Alright, what? Watch it. For those of you who may not know, right, what we're talking about. I think it was last year, right? There was a guy. There was a story that came out saying that there's a guy that was missing, right? Didn't know where he was. The initial thought was that he was running, right? That he was running from something because he had some issues in India where he was initially from. He had now been a citizen in Antigua.
Yeah.
Word come out by the he on a boat going Cuba. Then he on a plane going
wherever he going.
Wherever, some Honduras, all kind over the place. Next thing, the man pop up in Dominica.
Dominica of all places,
The joke about it, he pop up in Dominica, but nobody knew until a few days after he was actually in Dominica. After he actually got to talk to his lawyers and things, he let them know that what happened was that he was talking to a friend of his, who he thought was a friend.
Who he thought, yes.
Right? End up on a boat. He was tortured on the boat. End up in Dominica. However, I think it was like the commissioner, some high-ranking police official, I don't want to say.
Was just on the beach.
Was on the beach, happened to be waiting for him, right? He was then held in Dominica for a few days, unable to talk to anybody. All the time, all of a sudden now, while he there for a couple of days, a plane from India end up in Dominica.
You know why all of this happened? Because he lied to his wife. Tell his wife he going for a walk, now he in Dominica. You tell me you're going for a walk in Antigua, and now you're in a jail cell in Dominica.
I'm going to send an email. I'm going to send an email today. Today.
To who?
To a Netflix producer.
Oh.
Because we really need to get this story.
This one needs a documentary.
We really need
a six episode, not too long.
No man, give me 8, man.
8?
Give me 8, Jade. Give me 8. Give me at least 8.
But 8 gonna mean that they're gonna have to implicate certain things. Because then they're gonna start from India.
No, Jade. It start from the man going for a walk. I want at least 2 episodes with him on the boat here.
Oh.
I want at least 2 episodes with him on the boat. What happened on the boat?
But the void between Antigua and Dominica, you know?
Jade, man was missing for like a week.
Yeah, but that was because he was in jail.
He was missing for like 2 days, right?
Yeah, but he was in jail.
No, he was missing for like 2 days first, right? Based on the days, what they say, it's like 2 days he was on the water.
It took you 2 days to reach out?
No, not if you're going straight, but who said they went straight?
Oh, that's true.
Who said they stopped? Who said they didn't stop?
It's true.
Yeah, it's torture, the man. The torture was going to get hungry, Jade, they need to eat.
Yeah, well, I was catching fish, no? Caught on the water.
But let me tell you something.
Wild. No, that wasn't on a good boat. Like a...
Yes, Jade.
Yeah, man, that was out there cooking up and so.
Yeah.
Chefing and thing.
Yeah, so the whole thing. And then the thing about it was, the governments tried to deny that they had any. The funny thing about it was, right?
That's whoever
You know how this thing was. Every turn, at every turn, this whole thing was ridiculous.
Yep.
So imagine, right? He is the one in jail in Dominica, right? Charged with illegal entry.
Illegal entry.
Right? Illegal entry. But somehow, whoever brought him in charged, nothing. The man just, like, he just teleported and end up on the beach in Dominica. There was nobody else, no boat, no captain, no nothing, nobody.
Well, maybe they put him off at a certain time when nobody was on the water, right? I mean, on on land. Whoever the docked, nobody was there, right? Wait. The dock put him off, rest him on the sand. And he tied up, where he gonna go? Left, call whoever in Dominica and say, let them know that pan on the beach.
Right, but then, even so, how you then charge me? Like, if you come and meet me on the beach, tie up. Obviously, somebody put me here. Like,
nah, the man roll out the water.
Like, I'm the victim.
The man come out the water, like the man in what you call it?
Oh, like Brown Panther?
Yeah. Like in Wakanda, or they was just jumping out the water?
Mimo, how was his name? Is Mimo, he didn't put you?
No, it's Nema. Nemo.
Nemo?
Nemo.
Oh, okay.
That's how he come out the water.
Oh, yes, a cuckoo can, yes. Thank you. But the Kings is on point.
Bye.
But
yeah, no, that's. But then how you gonna charge? I mean, yeah. I thought it was saying why they didn't charge nobody else.
So how you gonna charge me?
Listen, can you deal?
Like how I am the one getting charged?
You maybe that.
And even so, like, how do I then have no rights?
Bye.
Like, I can't talk to a lawyer.
I'm in jail for 2 days and I can't talk to nobody.
I can't talk to a lawyer. I can't call home. I can't do nothing.
So I was just gonna put me on a plane? That's kidnapping.
Jade, obviously that ship doesn't sail literally, Jade. The kidnapping, like.
So the man was about to get kidnapped twice, Twice.
Jade, it was one long kidnapping.
Oh my God.
I wonder why. All that I need to know, Jade, why the plane didn't reach in time.
Yeah, like
all of these
that
things,
was so perfectly orchestrated, right?
It wasn't.
Well, besides the fact that they didn't get him on the plane. But I mean, the fact that the plane and him reached the same time.
This whole thing was just like insane.
It's like if he died, this would have been a heck of a murder mystery.
No, I think they want him to go back to India.
I know, but I'm saying if he had died.
Oh.
None of them wanted to lock him up in India for these millions that they say he thief.
Come on, let the man just live out his days in Antigua.
Well, that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
That's what the man doing,
I just love. Cause the thing is, no, like nobody could really touch him now, because you done messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, big up Chuk bye.
Big Chuk doing things.
And they take the red notice off of him now.
Yes.
Love it.
I wonder if your wife did the same. Tell us, I don't want to explain, You tell me you're going walking and you're in Dominica on a beach tied up? Imagine you come home and tell your wife that day, she gonna believe you.
What did I call the person who you're having an affair with?
Your mistress.
Your mistress, yeah. Your mistress set you up to get kidnapped and you come back home here just...
You're lucky, you got a home to come back to.
Probably his house, but...
Then they got nothing to do with the price of waste.
They ain't got nothing to do with that. You're right. I digress. Bye. Big up Chuk bye.
Bye. That's a survivor right there. So, let's head over to Jamaica now. Need to have a good old Jamaica story in there once in a while.
Yeah, man, yeah, I've done them.
So, if you were a robber, right, what would be the second to last thing you would do? Like, not do? If you just rob somebody.
If I just rob somebody?
Yeah, what wouldn't you do?
Probably wouldn't go to the police station. I probably wouldn't post it on social media.
Good answers.
I probably wouldn't run around and just tell everybody what I just did.
Would you shake their hand?
Excuse me? Excuse me. What you said? I think I misheard you.
No, you heard me correctly, man. Would you shake the hand of the person you just robbed? You know,
I
thanks.
mean, I'm a polite guy, but
Yeah, thank you.
generally, probably wouldn't. No.
These are some very polite criminals we've been coming across recently.
Hey, I'm telling you.
Good-natured young men.
Good-natured criminals.
Mm-hmm.
A criminal with a heart of gold.
Oh, yes. So, criminals shake hands with victims after Portmore robbery. Police have launched a search for a group of criminals who staged a robbery at a bar in Portmore and stole an unidentified sum of money. The robbery is one of several to rock sections of the St. Catherine-based community in recent months. A video of the robbery has been making the rounds on social media, and one part in particular that has left investigators baffled is where criminals are seen shaking the hands of the frightened victims before leaving the area.
Why would that be? Like, now that I think about it, like, that actually makes a lot of sense, actually.
So yeah, thanks for a good job.
Yeah, I've
Without you, I wouldn't have been a successful criminal.
Yeah, like, I'm taking something from you. Yes, it's against your will, but at least I could show some gratitude. Like,
yeah,
I understand
like, it's like when I tell Jade to say thanks, you know. Manners.
And perhaps there might be, again, kind-natured criminals that may be robbing because what they think is necessity. So they might be a bit remorseful about it, but hey, this is what's necessary.
But no hard feelings.
Maybe hard feelings, but at least I'm saying thanks.
Well, they're trying to make sure that you have no hard feelings. Let me just, you know, shake on this transaction. Yeah. So, yeah. Jamaica. So, social media users have expressed mixed views about the development. That is just an indication of how brazen criminals have become to the point where they are thanking their victims. The police.
Why is that brazen? Y'all overdoing it now, man. It's obvious that the criminals are just grateful. And remorseful. Yeah, I don't see that, and thinking is about being brazen.
Well, they said that the police need to start sending a strong message to show this is not a game. Someone on social media said.
What? I reading is totally different, eh?
Clearly.
I reading is totally different from some people. Like, what I suspect, the way I look at it is, hey, I, for some reason, have the false narrative that this is necessary for me to do. There's a lot of things that people are immoral, but people find themselves in a position where they believe there's no other option. I believe that's what's going on here. They obviously are mistaken. That's obviously not the case. And when you do things that are wrong, criminal, you have to be held accountable and pay the consequences, right?
Yeah.
But I could see, you know, not merely wanting to robbing somebody and then saying, hey, sorry about that, but
my bad.
Yeah, I gotta make this move with this wallet here real quick. Yeah, like Papa need a brand new bag.
I just happen to be here, wrong place, wrong time.
So the thing is, like, but my thing is, why would you assume that the criminals, like, just being terrible people?
There's no reason at all.
No reason at all.
Why would we think that? Criminals are being terrible people. What?
I don't understand.
Never. Not those fine young men of the community. All women. Thank you.
So what do you think, Jade? What do you think is the real, like, you think it's just that the criminals just want to, like, to put it in their face, like, this is a game and we're not taking it seriously, that's why I'm shaking your hands?
Yeah.
That's what you believe too? I don't.
Azem, we've seen criminals literally dancing after robbing people. Like, do you remember that meme?
Because they're happy.
Exactly.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying, they make sense.
I don't think you should be this happy robbing me.
I mean, some people just shouldn't rejoice in their successes. Like, to me that makes all the sense in the world. Again, I don't support it and don't think it should happen. But I understand the reaction. You just hit a lick. You just hit a lick. It went well. Nobody died. I mean, I could do a little shimmy.
I traumatized you a little bit, but so will the world.
I could do a little shimmy. My thing is, when you go and you shake someone's hand, it's a sign of respect and gratitude. It might even be a sign of remorse. Right? But hey, it is what it is.
It is what it is indeed. So, guess what? Guess what's a high rate? I like making you guess these because I know you could never like. No, actually, you did one. You get one today.
Yeah, I do. I usually get stuff right. Oh, the Kings are saying, remind you all that the John McFoy is out tonight. Oh, it's only one showing tonight? Oh, wow.
Yeah, up there gonna be too full.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy.
I can't watch it. I can't watch it today.
He probably get up there from like 6:30.
Yeah, well, you know. So eggs are so high, right?
Eggs what?
Egg prices are so high.
Right.
That stores are removing them from the shelves.
Excuse me?
Egg prices so high, Dollar Tree pulls them from shelves completely.
Call it outside of what? Like, tell me again here.
Dollar Tree has pulled eggs from the store shelves over prices skyrocketing, the company said. Egg prices have increased by as much as 60% in the last year, prompting the popular discount store to pull eggs over not being able to make a profit. The majority...
First thing, if you're buying your eggs in Dollar Tree, like something, you need help. But continue.
What happened to Dollar Tree?
To buy your eggs?
Yeah. They sell them, why not?
Why your Dollar Tree even selling eggs? You know, that's literally akin to like going by Sydney and buying eggs.
She might sell.
No, she will.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that don't mean that's where I'm going for my eggs.
You're going to go buy a two-pack of bread and a crate of eggs.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The majority of merchandise at Dollar Tree sits at $1.25, though the store has also had other items for $3 and $5. Our primary prices point at Dollar Tree is $1.25. The cost of eggs is currently very high. Company spokesperson Randy Gurla said, according to the Washington Examiner. Despite the eggs getting pulled, they will likely return to shelves when costs are more in line with historical levels. Dollar Tree operates about 8,000 locations across the US and Canada. Some consumer egg prices saw a slight dip last month, but they still are reported at a 55% increase in the 1 year span from the same month the prior year.
Can somebody explain to me what's going on with the egg situation?
No. Chicken scarce? Is this like when they were telling us wings scarce?
Jade, this whole thing about chickens, there's something going on. I don't know what it is, but somebody gonna need to explain to me what's happening.
Yeah.
I see it got so bad that stores were having limits on how much eggs you could buy. Yeah? Let they put the crate and say you're only allowed to buy 4 eggs. Like that was an article I read a few weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
Like maybe earlier this week actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're limiting how much eggs per person. So you gotta send your child to buy some.
You go buy 4, your child go buy 4?
I buy 4, you buy 4.
That's where we are right now.
1, 2, put 4 fingers, let me see. Put 4.
You're lucky they come back with the 4 eggs them.
back.
Because between the door and the cashier, they don't drop all, you know?
4 Capri Sun. 4 Capri Sun is what coming back, I can tell you.
Oh, my mate, I said 4.
I said 4, mommy, 4.
Oh dear, well the world gonna end soon.
No, Lord, what's happening now?
So,
Don't say that, because up till yesterday somebody remind me about you and your queen situation. Yeah. You gotta be careful what you're saying, Jade. Yesterday.
I didn't kill the queen. Let's not make that a thing, okay?
First reminded me, they say, remember when Jade killed the queen?
How could they just say that?
I met the person in TDC. Yes, that's what they told me.
Yeah, slandering me in TDC?
No.
Wow.
No. Person stated facts, and I just was like, yes, I remember that.
Building material and slander by. Wow. Just wow.
What going on with the queen, you said now?
Who says he was the queen?
Oh, sorry. I thought that's what you said.
A devastating asteroid is going to hit the Earth. It is what? Oh, sorry. Devastating asteroid hitting the Earth more likely than previously thought.
Of course it is.
Don't look up. That's what I say.
They don't say don't look up in the article.
You want to bet? Oh, I thought so. A top NASA scientist is warning that the threat of a massive asteroid striking Earth is much more fearsome than previously thought to be.
Don't worry, Jade. That's why NASA launched the DART program.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Okay. In the words of James Gavin, chief scientist of NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center, it would be in the range of... Weird. Sorry, this sentence threw me off because when I read this article like this...
Yep.
The scientist said it would be in the range of a serious crap happening. You think they're taking it serious? Serious crap is in measurements, you know?
Sure, this person is a scientist. He might be serving. He might have been serving 34 years in the Senate. He can't be a Senate. He can't be a scientist all this time.
I thought it's the second gift. And he's the chief scientist, you know, of NASA. And the man measurement is some serious crap that happened. If this asteroid hit us.
Big on Jade. That's it.
We wait off.
Bye, watch it. I took a run to somewhere, start over. Back to home. Back to home.
Lord.
So when this thing's supposed to hit?
Tomorrow? Hopefully not. Let me see. He says each event of impact was substantially more violent as well. They may have been 10 times more destruction than the largest nuclear bomb ever detonated. Huh. When let me see. What? Where will it hit? When will it hit?
You're telling me this and this morning they're busy. Like a stupid trying to figure out by how I can put away money for retirement. That's why he's studying this morning in the show.
You wait, let me find this date here. Lord, this article long. Don't tell me they put it in, no, they put it in. No, wait. So it's supposed to just be a surprise. Surprise! You did.
But like one of the Kingsters was saying, I know National Launch the DART program where they're supposed to be able to either redirect the asteroids or perhaps even just blow them up. So I wonder who's going to plant them.
Well, since it's a surprise, I better get to it. Let's take all them nukes and all these things out of Russia and so.
Yeah, that's all I have to do.
Yeah, and matter of fact, go talk to Vladimir. Tell him we got bigger fish to fry. Tell him we have bigger fish to fry, my guy.
Come on, we have a small understanding, Vlad. Come on, we need a couple nukes. How many? Maybe
and let me get the fire rain thing that I made just recently.
How many do you? I said, give me 10 nukes.
That's something I 10.
I can't give you 10.
I got 6.
I can't give you 10. I could give you.
They're negotiating with a war criminal
and then
to save the planet.
We're gonna just be like, one thing, it must be Russian. Must be Russian. Russian astronaut, must be.
No, you know he can tell all you.
It can't be a Russian astronaut.
I can't be an American. You having that.
Bye.
Well, speaking of Putin. So, you know, I was trying to find this article yesterday. I found it. ICC issues arrest warrant for Putin on war crime allegations.
They might making it rain fire, Jade.
Yeah, I think it's time.
It's raining fire in Ukraine. Like, I saw that video and I was just like, wow. I mean, it's very pretty, eh?
You know, insane you got to be to rain fire?
But quite destructive, Jade.
The man behaving like he's the man out of the
Despicable.
No.
I don't know.
You ever watch Despicable Me?
Oh.
That's how he behaving.
I watch Despicable Me. I'm still trying to find out where I could buy a minion. I would just love to have a minion.
I have one.
You buy him?
No, I didn't buy him. I made him.
Oh. Yeah, I don't have those facilities yet.
No.
What do I even type in? to get this, to see this video.
Vladimir Putin.
Rain,
Fire,
Ukraine.
rain. Well, you look for that. The International Criminal Court, has issued an arrest warrant for Russian President Vladimir Putin over alleged war crimes in Ukraine. Alleged. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Found it?
Yes.
He was making it rain fire.
Whatever these here be.
Let me see what's going on here. Nah.
So for those of you who aren't
This is
familiar,
wild.
there's now this new weapon that they've been testing that is like incendiary shells. So like it's like they explode in the air and then it just rains down hot things that look like raindrops except it's fire.
The man, let me tell you something, right?
This is outside somebody's house. You see that there? Jade? Imagine you look out your window and you see that there.
First I would think it's fireworks, and then I would have been like, oh no, it's not. It's fire. It's actually bombs exploding and raining down fire.
Raining fire, like it's literally raining fire. Like the weather, Jade.
And this just happening for real. Yeah, this ain't even a Netflix series.
No, this
It's
is
not
Ukraine,
something
like
made by
The
Pixar.
videos up in like people in their house with their phone just taking video outside. It's insane what's happening, Jade. Like it is insane.
So, let me tell you something, right? Some of these are the reasons that I know if any larger country wanted us back, we gonna say.
Yeah, Jade, we just go.
Yeah, what we gonna do?
We just go. Like what we gonna do? All we could do is every now and again kill off the governor. Like that's all we could do.
And then I'm gonna get tiring.
Yeah, like we can't do nothing, Jade.
If they decide they want to rain fire over, say it's tomorrow. What we gonna do? What we could tell them?
Yeah. But it's interesting the lengths. Humans are capable of some really like wicked things, you know, Jade.
Yes.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Like you literally rain in fire. You just wake up and decide, you know what, this is how we're gonna win the war.
But no, but you also have people who are executing these types of
Yes.
procedures and maneuvers. It's insane.
Creating them.
But it's one thing to create it and come up with the idea of, hey, this is why we could make this, you know. But then you people who still have to go and then.
Well, we're making it fire if it's not for use. If it's not going to be used as I don't see Russia just spending all this money on weapons of mass destruction. This is when America ain't in India. The Russia went to Afghanistan, what happened?
Going, you know.
The Russia went and Afghanistan tell us all kind of weapons of mass destruction over there, you know?
Going, you know.
Russia literally showing up to now, Mason don't know to Afghanistan, eh? But Russia showing you.
Going, you know. And that's what I tell you, like the way that we selectively like demonize certain people. Like it's all for bigger plans. Yeah. Like there's no.
Where's a monkey now? Him to jump on?
And there's no morality to it. There's
not
no
at all,
morality.
boy.
Like
Not
people,
at all.
like there's people running around trying to pretend like as if this country or that country is the moral police of the world, and like, come on. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. Nothing lines up with that. No.
Nah.
So, what you gonna do? What you gonna do, Jade? It's raining fire. And then the issue of warrant. The issue of warrant. Oh,
You gonna lock up the man that raining fire in the country.
when they joke about it, how they gonna issue the warrant, right? How long you think before Putin at another one of them G8 summits?
When is the next one?
Another one. Good answer.
Huh?
Good answer.
'Cause I want to see how you stop him.
Good answer.
I want to see how you stop him.
I come to your meeting. You lock me up. I blow up the world. I put us tell him straight up.
But no, he don't tell us things could get real funny, eh?
No, like he just tell them straight up. He said. Like,
But he don't tell, he don't tell us. Remember, he tell us that he really want to do things, but things could get drastic.
Yep.
That's what he's telling us. He gonna blow up the world, man. I lock up Putin if I want. Just know.
I do not make it back to my country.
Neither will you.
Your country does not exist.
Me ain't going back and you ain't going to go back to.
Oh, but speaking of which, I don't know if you saw this. Kim Jong-un tell the US and somewhere and South Korea prep for some nuclear bombs. Like he tell them, he said, get ready. Y'all should probably be doing some prep. I can find the article.
Yo. I see how unhinged these world leaders are.
Yeah.
He also has 800,000 soldiers volunteered to fight the US.
Yes.
Unhinged.
Yes, he has almost 1 million soldiers. I saw that.
Unhinged.
He has almost 1 million.
Why? He just feel like it?
No, they need a little
Excitement in their life? What is this?
No, they need a little kick in the seat of their pants, man. Maybe I should go to Wian. Wian would have it.
Oh.
Yeah, Jade.
This is the world leaders, you know?
Yeah.
The people that running huge countries that think it could fit into millions of times. Unhinged people just out there saying, I'm gonna blow you up.
Yeah. No, it's been
That's what we're supposed to do. Like what we supposed to do?
hope for the best. Love your kids.
The
So
scientist,
it says-
sorry, go ahead.
So it says the North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un said that the country should be ready to launch nuclear attacks anytime to deter war, as he slammed the US and South Korea for expanding military ties involving American nuclear assets. Right? So he's telling them that, hey, I'm ready for this thing. So he attended a nuclear attack drill and calls for the readiness against both countries. So the North Korean leader said that the nuclear force of the country will strongly deter, control, and manage the enemy's reckless moves and provocations with its high war readiness and carry out its important mission without hesitation in case of any unwanted situation. I'm going to be honest here. It's starting to feel like Mr. Un just want to launch a nuke. Like, it's like, you know, when, you know, like when you got that one person who just well want to fight you and you just say like, Mr. Me, I got a problem with you. And
Bye,
and
the man just
but touch me if you bad now.
itching to blow up something bad.
Anyhow you touch me, things.
Oh my
Say,
God!
bro,
What is wrong with this man?
Me, I got a
Like,
problem
why
with
you
you.
want to blow up some? Why you want to blow up people so bad?
And the man just like, bye, I well want to see one of these nukes up. It literally started to feel like when there's that one itchy person that just keep trying to be like, but anyhow you do me anything. Just watch it. Just watch me. Watch me feel
And
bad.
this is what I got. This is with literally nukes, live nukes. This is why I got close to these nukes.
Mr.
A man
Un,
who just itching to press a button to blow up people.
do it if you're bad.
You think he doesn't get to the man in there?
Oh yeah. Kim Jong is definitely a cartel
He's
fan.
definitely a cartel fan.
There's no
Like he
question
gave
in my
me
mind.
big black cartel energy. The man just want to blow up. The man just another country that America knows has weapons of mass destruction, you know? They even threaten America and then go in India.
Jade, it's so bad that the man literally been like just constantly launching these tests.
All the time.
He just keep launching these tests over and over and over again. And it's like,
Sir, have some decorum. We can see you. We get it. You have the man just showing how what he could do, you know?
yeah.
The man saying, I think I'm joking, you know?
No, but
Watch this.
No, but the thing about it is, like I keep saying, it's like nobody even taking him on. Like it's not nobody taking
He
him on.
wants attention. He wants some attention.
Yeah, but it's like he's thinking to himself.
How can he get some attention
Wait,
today?
how come they keep?
It's because what shot? Because Putin got all.
That's what I'm saying.
The man accustomed to be the bad guy, you know. The man accustomed to be the person
I don't think so.
beefing.
I think it's the opposite. I think he's trying to get people to be afraid of him, and maybe there's nothing up there for the rest of the world to go in to get, so they're just like, bye, you know.
But I feel like he's been doing this.
I think we the media,
Oh.
but you ain't got one amount. Nobody got a warrant for you for walk with him. Something. Nobody taking out you. It's just.
Friend, give it a rest.
Yeah,
Go
give
read
it
a book. Go watch some television. Go on TikTok. I know you banned in your country probably, but unban it and go watch some TikTok.
You remember Pinky and the Brain?
Yeah.
You remember how the Brain used to get so upset about the fact that nobody recognized he trying to be a villain?
Oh my God, we get it. We get it, sir. We just.
Yeah.
It's how you go sometimes.
So you go sometimes, but anyway, just take a break, see?
Yeah.
Because the world.
Before we piss off another people and the blows up.
Not me up.
Oh, you have to get exempt now?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
My name is in a note down here, man.
No, it's true. Not here for them.
But guys, we're gonna take a short break. We're gonna be right back with more Sip and Chat right here on the Sugar Factory. We have some guests coming up, so stick and stay. We'll be right back. And just like that, King says, have no idea that we kicked the break. Because they're busy in there, gallivanting with the guests.
With the guests? So we
Yeah,
just
they're fraternizing with the guests and they realize that we don't kick the break like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, we're just going to stay.
Yeah, we're gonna stay on the screen and talk.
Yeah, well, how's your day going, friend?
Well, it was going good until about 10 seconds ago.
Mayday.
Kingsters. We literally kicked the break like 5 seconds, like 10. Yeah, but we're still on the screen.
Oh, there you go.
us here. And you see Dominic went into distinguished mode. Yes. But guys, it's really exciting for us to have these gentlemen here in the studio with us because of exactly what it is that we're going to be discussing. Something that I know the whole entire federation looks forward to annually. And of course, what I'm going to do, I'm going to let them introduce themselves, and then we'll get into exactly what is it that we hear, what is it that we're going to be talking about.
All right, I'm Leeronie, SKN Athletics President.
And I'm Dominic Matthew, the Marketing Assistant at the TDC Group of Companies.
All right, well, I mean, just hearing, Darrione mention, who is it that he's here representing, and of course, the relationship with TDC and the association, I think persons could kind of guess that we're here talking about inter-school this weekend. How has the anticipation been building for this year's competition?
It's going real well. And we had a press conference last week, and at that point in time, we're starting to see some incline. And then since that, I mean, when tickets went on sale, they sold out. When tickets go back on sale, sold out. I mean, right now, I think, I can confirm that the Kim Collins Stadium is sold out. Right? It's sold out and has been sold out, I think, from last week, maybe?
Yeah. About that, yeah.
About
last week.
For all days.
Yeah. And so, yeah.
Gone are the days where you could go up there in the morning by
No.
And then come back in the afternoon? No, that ain't gonna work.
That is not happening this time.
But it's really good to hear that, that the level of anticipation for the championships are on such a high level. And of course, the championships are this coming weekend, right?
Correct.
All right, and it's from Thursday. Anything happening on the Thursday?
Yes, actually, yes. We have for the first time almost like a warm-up fete, we're calling it, a fitness fete. Head for silent edition, right? And so you come on out and make sure you're fit enough for the weekend. Because we don't want nobody, Red Cross supposed to be dealing with the athletes, not the spectators, right? So we want to make sure that the spectators are fit, ready to go, 3 days of non-stop jumping and cheering and that sort of thing. So we get you fit and ready on the Thursday, and that's happening at 5:30 at the Conway Lawn. I mean, the usual spot when we have our fitness exercise fits and so on. So yeah.
Love it. And Dominic, so what's the plan? Is it that you leading one of the fitness sessions?
Or maybe he leading the cheer?
I'm just a participant.
Oh.
I'll make sure I stay in the back and observe.
Well, I mean, there's nowhere for us to really speak about the inter-school championships without discussing TDC's involvement in the competition. How many years now has it been that partnership has existed?
I think TDC came on board, the game started in 77, and I think TDC came on board in 78.
Wow.
And then in the early 80s, we became the actual principal sponsor.
Oh, wow.
I think the plan, the visionaries back then recognized the impact of not just track and field, but sports in general. And I'd want to say the visionaries again, because we are celebrating 50, and without those visionaries, we would not have been here today. So I think the plan was, in foresight, this is an opportunity for a local company to support a grassroots initiative. And from doing my research, I think the association started in 1961.
Wow.
And if TDC came around in 1973 and maybe 10 years later we decided to become the premier sponsor, that says a lot about the visionary. But we're from a corporate standpoint, we're very pleased to be supporting not just athletics at the grassroots level, but at interschool, because Darrione will tell you, I guess, in a couple of minutes, that some of these persons are actually going to the Carifta Games, maybe a week or two after.
Oh, wow.
Right.
And TDC's commitment to this event speaks to the preparation for those athletes to have a place, a platform to perform on with our corporate sponsorship in cash and kind. And I think over the years, it just moved away from cash and kind to a relationship.
Right.
So I guess that's why the two of us are here. You know?
Yeah, but I mean,
it's
even
a relationship now.
But even just from what you're saying, we're looking at something 40-something years,
40 plus
40 plus
45,
years
45,
of a relationship, and between the company and the association, and I think that the impact is immeasurable at this point.
I think so too. I don't think you could put a figure to that kind of impact at all. Like, if you look at it, we've had an opportunity to prepare our very first Olympians coming out of that. The Tamara Wigleys, the Benton Broodies, the
Kim
Alistair
Collins.
James, the Kim Collins, and
The
Delwayne. So it shows that TDC's commitment to athletics goes beyond just inter-school. We're almost a national company now, if I could boast and say that, because of the commitment that we've put into track and field, we've put into basketball, we've put into golf, we've put into tennis, we've put into youth cricket. So this is just another step. And I must say that we as part of the 50th anniversary, we're very pleased to recommit to youth, and in this case, athletics. It's a big thing for us. It's a big thing for us at TDC.
And it's definitely a big thing for, I think, the entire nation. I mean, it is something that really, I think there are few things that really bring people from not only every age range, but every corner of the federation.
That
I
is
think it's Anivis quite like inter-school does,
Correct.
right?
You are correct.
And I mean, Delwayne, I mean, what can people expect from the competition this year? Because I know there have been several development meets. We've also had the individual schools themselves having their sports days. And so what have you been seeing that we can really look forward to in terms of this particular weekend?
Yes, it's very unpredictable. And the reason I say that, as you mentioned, we had several meets lead up to. For instance, there was the Giant Malt Relay Festival that happened in January, which the Charles E. Mills Secondary won. Then there was the Jinxing Up Classic, again, that took the top athletes from each school, one per school, to compete against each other. In this competition, because it was close to the Charles E. Mills School Sports Day, they didn't take part. And that's a Charlestown winning that competition. Right? Yes. With Bastien High, a very, very close second. Bastien High came second also at the Jinxing Up Classic. At the Giant Malt Relays. And so it leaves us scratching our head, okay, so what if, and what if?
Right.
And all those answers happen this weekend, because we don't know what if SEMs were in the competition at the Jinxing Up Classic. Right? What if they weren't? What if, you know what I mean, would they pull some goals? What? We don't know.
Right.
We don't know.
I think that level of anticipation is kind of what adds another layer of excitement to what's going to be happening this weekend. And of course, like you said, Thursday is the warm-up, but from Friday, Saturday and Sunday, it's non-stop, like track and field action. What are some of the events people could look forward to?
I mean, everybody like the hundreds and the relays, of course. Anything happens in the relay. I said the action starts on Friday. Friday is a free day, right? So just come on out and enjoy the short program on the Friday and get yourself geared up for the Saturday and Sunday. Also, this year, because we're doing it bigger and better, 50th anniversary, this is our first inter-school after the pandemic as well.
Right.
And also, this is our first inter-school as a new executive, because we would have taken office just as the pandemic hit, because as we were planning for the Rams Primary Championship, we got closed down. And so this is our first time as an executive as well. And so we would have added the halftime show with Lucas and Dejo performing halftime. We have the after party where we have Big People Party has come on board as the sponsor for that event. And I mean, we have a music festival type lineup It's just local.
We also have some tricks up our sleeve as well.
Oh, so things to look forward to.
We have some in-stadium activities as well from a corporate standpoint for the persons who actually attend the games to benefit from. Yeah, so we got some tricks up our sleeves.
Sounds exciting.
We've partnered with some other business houses, and we're gonna be giving away some prizes and surprises at the games as well.
Well, I know people, if the sports itself, the events itself wasn't enough of something to look forward to, there's even more things happening between entertainment, between being and having a chance to win prizes. Like, it seems like just an entire weekend, just fun-filled excitement. And something again for me that I really appreciate is that the entire family could come out. It's not just family event. Everybody could be a part of it. From granny come right up.
Right. Everybody.
Well, it might be too late for granny to sit down.
Right down to baby.
No, granny don't sit down in the jail. You don't
no, granny will be chair, yeah.
Granny
and she will chair. Yes, you're right.
That's my grandchild.
Granny up and them cheering, yeah.
Come up there to sit down.
No. Granny got rag, granny got flag, granny got bell, granny got pot, spoon, horn, whistle. Yeah. You got all those things.
And snacks.
And snacks.
Very important. Very important.
Granny got all them things going on.
People wrap up with food.
But I mean, and just the history of the event, you know what I mean? I remember being young and going to the sports, like with my uncle, like even before I was in like high school, you know, going, and at the time it was being kept up at the Bassett High School grounds, Victoria Road there. And it used to look like people were falling out of the
it was crazy.
From upstairs. It's such an environment. And
and especially when there's the competition, you know the two schools that battling.
Well, I think that's
for the top.
But that's the thing. I think over the years, the competition, we've been seeing some shifts. And
No, I don't know which two schools there.
Yeah.
But I know the two schools.
I think in the last game, the Nevis divisions really pulling out all the stops.
They're coming down in the numbers because we send more tickets that we have ever sent before to Nevis. And within a matter of, I think they told us within a matter of like less than an hour, all gone.
Wow.
No, the divisions are not playing when it comes to the sports thing. I'm telling you, they're coming, and they ain't coming down here just because we're going to say they come win you.
They're coming to win.
I'm telling you, and there's some very, from what I've been seeing, there's some very gifted athletes. Like in all of the schools, it's not
definitely.
Like, I think all of the schools
one school stands out.
Very like top class athletes. All the schools have some, so it's like that in itself, I think, makes it very interesting. I mean, of course, I'm partial to the jumps. I've always done the triple jump and the long jump. Of course, the 100 and 200, but even some of the events that for me maybe not as popular, but just as exciting, like the javelin, I think is one. Like discus, I think it's just very visually appealing for me to look
the
at.
Long jump right in the front.
And high jump, and to me, high jump is always very exciting because of the nature of the progression of the competition, right?
Raising the bar, raising the bar.
Like, literally continuing. So it's always something really interesting to think. You want to let people know that you're really back in BHS, or you can say that because of your position. Can you say that?
I gotta be neutral.
That's too bad. That's too bad. Maybe I've come to talk.
Yeah, we could do that.
Jade, come on, your number. Just accept it.
JB Washi?
Jade, try some wildcat, something should have said.
Something of the sort.
Yeah,
something of the sort.
I'm glad I ain't afraid of you. I got my school ain't afraid of you. So I don't have to say anything.
Well, we'll see how it works out. But I could tell you, I could guarantee you that over the weekend, I feel there's a shift. There might be a shift somewhere. So Jade might be right in saying that.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just going to.
I just feel there's a shift.
I'll let the athletes speak for themselves.
That's true. I feel there's a shift coming, and I think it'll be good for track and field. So you could see it ain't just as we used to say back in. It ain't just a tongue thing anymore. It's a we thing.
Yeah.
And I think that shift would start to bring people home to recognize, hey, it ain't just this particular school or that particular school, but it's the athletes.
Right.
It's the athletes, it's the coaches behind them, it's the support team, it's the preparation, in the preparation from SKNA. So And let's
Yeah.
see what
I
happens.
agree. I agree.
Let's see what happens.
I think that you mentioned it already, Dominic, but with the regional competition happening over the Easter weekend coming up, Carifta, it also really gives like even just the spectators an idea of who do we have like just nationally. So even though there's a lot of competition between schools, and back in my school, I think coming out of the competition is always this healthy respect for just good athletes.
Good athletes,
Yep.
And the support then kind of rolls into Carifta as we go on. Because now you've seen them. Now you've seen the girl there from Sandy Point by she go on there. About the tall fellow from thing by you. Right, so I think that really helps to give the athletes as well another level of support and preparation as they go into the regional competition. How the association feeling about the potential team that could go to Carifta? Where is it this year, by the way?
Bahamas.
It's in Bahamas.
Bahamas, and actually it's the 50th hosting of the Carifta Games.
I know.
And the 50th anniversary of Bahamas independence, and I think 50th for CARICOM as well. If I'm not
50 for
mistaken.
TDC. Yeah.
And 50 for
TDC.
So a lot of 50s.
A lot of 50s.
But we have a pretty solid team. Pretty solid team. We were able to get some real good qualifiers, and not talking about qualifiers who just barely, you know what I mean? When you stack them up against what is happening regionally, we are very, very competitive.
Nice.
Very, very competitive in some of the events and so on. And I think we will surpass our tally last year. I mean, we came back with 2 bronze medals. I think we will surpass that tally this year.
Well, I'm really hopeful that is the case. Like I said, I've been seeing some performances that really fill me with a lot of pride and let me know that hey, there's a good crop of athletes that are doing their thing right now in a myriad of events. Sometimes we see our most competitive athletes in the sprints, but I think we've been getting to a point where some of these other events are becoming more popular. We're seeing more athletes specializing in some of these events.
Yeah.
And I think overall, that is a really good thing for those athletics.
I think also too, I think for the first time, I don't know how far back the Carifta and know the history in terms of the team, the makeup of the teams before my time and so on. But this is the first time we'll have two athletes participating in the Maltese event.
Really?
Persons will know of Jamad, who won the 2 bronze medals last year. He'll be competing in the Maltese event, as well as the popular Jazaro Claxton.
Right.
She's very multi-talented. If it's not cricket, it's football, it's track and field, and so on. And very all-rounder. And now she'll be participating in the Maltese event, which will be, I think, some throws, some jumps, and of course running events. Yeah.
Y'all should bring some of the athletes to speak to us so people can see them.
Yeah.
Well, maybe who knows? They might be back for as they prepare for Carifta.
That's what I mean. Before they
The
go
road
to
to
Carifta.
Carifta. The road to Carifta.
Yeah, make SipNchat a stop
On the
On the
road.
road to Carifta.
But guys, I mean, it is really just exciting what is to come. I know I'm hoping that I could catch some of the events. We know the tickets are pretty much sold out for the seating areas, at least for the Kim Collins.
Kim Collins. All
right, so are there still tickets available for any of the other areas?
for the metal stand A and metal stand B, as well as you can, once tickets are available, you can pay on the day for the metal stands, and of course you can pay to be on the grounds on the day as well.
Awesome. The key is to just be there.
Yes.
The key is to not miss it, right? And of course, again, let persons know the start time, what time the action kicks off daily.
Action kicks off around 11 a.m. daily and goes all the way down to about 7-ish about there, once we stay on time and no delays in rain or anything or technical difficulties. But yeah, and then again after that we go straight into the after party, which will be at the site as well, just to the back of the the Kim Collins Pavilion. So there'll be a stage set up there and
Vibes.
everything. So a person saying, what? I could pay $15 and get track and field and the party?
Still have a deal,
Yeah,
eh?
you can't really go wrong. You can't
What
really
else?
go
A
wrong.
2-for-1 special.
I'm telling you. I'm telling
First
you.
prize is from TDC.
First prize is from TDC.
Right.
We got a few competitions as well. So actually, there's one on Facebook right now that we're running. So for persons who are actually listening, you can sign on to our Facebook page and as well as our Instagram and participate and win tickets and prizes for Interschool.
Alright, awesome. So let people know where they could log on to do that, and of course they will have to let people know how they could keep up to what is happening, not only with the association, but of course as we go through the weekend where they could get information. So Dominic?
So you follow TDC Group of Companies on Facebook and Instagram. And of course, all the information is posted there. We have the competition going on right now. We're also posting some additional specials for those persons who may not be able to go to the games. Those platforms will be open as well so that they could win one or two things as part of the lead up to the games. For those persons who will be at the games, you could follow us on your mobile or your tablet while you're there as well, because we're going to have some special games as well at the site. So for persons who wanted that, we're going to have a booth as well, and we plan to do some giveaways at that booth. So for persons who are listening and want to make sure that they walk away with more than just a 2-for-1, they get 3-for-1.
Imagine that. Imagine that.
So,
Yeah, for us, you can follow us on our Facebook page as well. Although we won't be doing any live streaming, but we'll be updating photos very regularly. The gold medal tally, or the medal count rather, hour by hour, so you can keep track and say, okay, this is where I'm at and this is where I need to be for day 2 or day 3.
Of course, the medal count, of course, but also, is there any way we could get a program of the events or see?
That will be available online. Actually, they are having a technical meeting, the final technical meeting as we speak with the schools to make sure everybody is on the same page and let the games begin.
All right.
Looking forward to it.
Hey, grudge match. Hey, the history of this thing seemed like it was a Sunday Point Basketball grudge match back in the 70s, but right now, you can't. There's no. To me, everybody got a chance right now.
That is true.
This thing is.
Everybody has a fair ground.
Fair
ground.
Oh yeah, and I mean, again, there's a reason why every year we look forward to this. It is the thing to do this weekend. To be honest.
It is.
All right, but guys, it's been a pleasure. I'm looking forward to see you all. I am hoping that there is a special race that we can see Dominic competing.
You gonna be in it too?
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
I
you
thought.
I was just saying, I jump up to say, thinking, how you be?
Actually, tell Darrione, I might not be the fastest, but I didn't think him.
Yeah, he did.
I didn't think.
But
Had when you was good.
We could do a walk, don't worry.
Okay,
We could do a
speed walk.
Yes, good
Let's speed walk. And Delwyn might be in a position to do the walk, so he might come last after the weekend.
Because he keep trying to run, that's the problem.
That too.
Disqualify him, DQ.
And then
Okay.
First and second. No last in this one.
But guys, I mean, yes, thank you guys so much for coming and letting us know about everything that's happening this weekend, from the fitness challenge that's going to be happening, and of course all the amazing things that we could expect this weekend. I know not only ourselves but people looking on and just waiting, excited about
They don't start to buy the tickets, man.
Yeah, the tickets them don't buy half, like
They're buying half.
they're buying half, like, so you better go get a ticket now.
No.
Like, no.
Get it
But
now.
that's one thing we didn't discuss. Like, where can people get tickets?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the Digital, 4th Street, top of 4th Street.
Okay.
That's the outlet for this year's ticket. They're actually a joint sponsor as well, right?
And in Nevis?
And in Nevis.
City Drugstore Nevis Limited. I
Right.
guess he left that for me.
That's where you come in.
City Drugstore Nevis Limited.
Nice.
On
nice.
Main Street in Charlestown.
So guys,
Love
you don't
it.
have no excuse now. Go get your tickets, at least for the medal stands and the grounds. So that's one less thing you have to do. You don't want to be missing any of the athletic action this weekend. So go get your tickets, and of course, just enjoy just an amazing time. Support the kids, support the athletes, and just let's come out and let's really just have a good weekend. I'm really looking forward to the conversation on Monday when we get back in
You
here.
mean watch it win?
Jade, why you don't embarrass yourself?
Let's go to.
Embarrass yourself.
Yes, so guys, we'll be right back with more Sip and Chat right here on the Sugar Factory.
I walk out and get.
Hey guys, welcome back to Sip and Chat right here at the Sugar Factory with Azem and Jade. Jade, I know for a fact that my feelings gotta go hot this weekend.
Well, this is what it comes with every year. Well, except for the COVID year, but every year before that, feelings were hurt. Schools would cry.
I mean,
people would cuss on Facebook. Typical, inter-school stuff.
No, inter-school was for me as an athlete.
That the court is supposed to do some type of ruling today. So a lot of people were wondering like why he even getting locked up. They thought it was for January 6th. It was not. Nope. It was because he allegedly paid a side thing, $130,000, which isn't the problem. That's not the problem.
Hey guys, welcome back to Sip and Chat. Again, we had a little bit of an internet issue, so
that's a Kingston's Assemble.
Kingston's Assemble. But yeah, we had a little internet issue there, you know, which is when you're doing live streaming. So, but we're back just to wrap up the show. Just before we had to take the break, we were about to jump in and talk a bit about.
I was telling y'all why Trump May.
Why he's on investigation.
Yeah, why he in hot water right now. So, former U.S. President Donald Trump could be charged in New York as soon as this week for allegedly covering up hush money payments to a porn star during his 2016 presidential campaign.
I feel like we know about this
This
already.
is so Trumpish.
But I feel like this can be somebody else. We
No,
know
it's the same one.
The same hush money.
Yeah, the problem wasn't the hush money, you know. The
Right.
problem is that he may have. Yeah, the problem is that he may have used campaign funds.
So what else funds you're supposed to use?
His? What do you mean?
This is to save the campaign, Jade. If you can't use campaign funds to save the campaign, then what is sense having campaign funds?
It didn't work. It didn't work.
You telling me that I'm running?
Like using it to save the campaign.
If that isn't a
the campaign.
If that isn't a campaign expense, well, what else a campaign expense could
Hush
be?
money, check.
Okay. What are you know?
Azem, correct. So that's
I don't even understand why this is a thing, because the man we knew about these things here before he became president. They elected him, right? He went through this whole thing. He got re-elected as the candidate again, right? Ran a whole other thing, almost overthrown. Like, my thing is,
almost over to the whole U.S. government.
this is what we're focusing on.
Yeah.
The fact that he paid hush money and the girl ain't hush.
No.
The girl ain't even hush.
No, that's not it work.
It ain't even work.
I think the problem is that they're trying to catch him on something to see if they could expand into charges. But man,
No,
this one working.
But my thing is, this is the man who we know the things he been doing.
Yeah, he done the way worse things then. way worse things. A little hush money amongst side chicks ain't the worst thing he could have done.
But Jade, my thing is, we know about this. Like,
yeah, we know about it before we even elected him. Well, not we, because I mean elect nobody. They knew about him before they elected him. So, I think that ship has sailed.
They're trying to do this thing where they're trying to shame, undermine credibility, all these kind of things, right, of Trump, not recognizing that will not work on Trump, because Trump leans into the things that you all think he should be ashamed of. But he leans into it.
He is the one who does be telling us these things.
Trump would just basically go in the court and be like,
yeah.
He just walk in with a picture like Starman and be like, what you was going to do? Tell me what you was going to do.
He called us some kind of name recently though. I can't remember which name he called.
Of course, because he paying all this hush money and then he
and
there's no hushing involved.
Ma'am, that's not what hush money means. Hush money means somebody's supposed to hush.
Yeah, there's a lot of talking going on around this situation. Like,
you're lucky she ain't sue him.
What?
I mean, he ain't sue her.
Oh.
Breach a contract.
He probably needed a contract. That's probably happened.
It was just what hush money. It wasn't a legal basis behind it.
No, you got to hit him with the NDA. You got to hit him with the NDA.
Trump, rookie move.
He probably trusted her. What a mistake.
Imagine that.
But guys, on that note, we're gonna hush.
We're gonna hush.
We're gonna hush. Right? So, guys, it's been an interesting conversation today.
As usual.
Of course, thank you to Dominic and Delwayne for coming through and talking to us about what's happening this weekend. Inter-school. Of course, Birthplace of Champions will be victorious this weekend. I mean, I don't know if anybody could actually doubt that. But some people need hope. So I mean, we'll allow them to have hope.
The delusion. I know I just tell her I live in delusion all the time, but it's strong in here currently.
Yeah. The Kingston's on all one name, but he's like, really? Wildcats?
Maybe.
I mean, y'all might win. Where did the thing done?
What?
The cheerleading thing done. Who won?
I wanted to ask.
The
cheat.
I don't even know why I asked that question. I should have known. I should have
They
known.
cheat.
Jade,
Men
you
of the
name-
cheat, men of the cheat,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
they cheat.
The Kingston said that's the one song and dance, the cheat.
I feel like they cheat.
Bye,
I feel like
bye.
they cheat.
Oh boy. No, and the funny thing about it is you should hear the history of like the competition and like how they would just change the rules every time. BHS win, they just change the rules.
Lie.
No, it was true.
Lie.
It was true. It's like literally true. Remember BHS only had like from third from the fifth farm. Yeah, when BHS started to win again, they were just like, let's make it for everybody. Oh wait, BHS win again. You know what? Let's make it a medal count.
Oh, so the lie, boy. Just lying. Just lying.
These are facts. These are facts.
Show me your stats.
Like I could the rule changes happen like every look at it. The rule changes happen every time BHS win.
I don't care. I don't care what none of y'all say. Y'all like.
I mean, it was not for BHS because for junior high too, because they would have only had first and
But they here
second
try to
farm for the
convince
most.
me this now. Like.
Yeah, but since it become washy, it's just like bye.
Anyway, that's all I say. What did I say before we end the show? Before I cuss out all in here.
No, but I mean, it's time for us to leave, time for us to go, time for us to disaback. And the Sipper's got your name for Jade? Hater Jade.
They ain't put me on.
Hater Jade.
And the man put in caps too, you know?
Hater Jade. You got a nice ring to it, Jade.
Hey, so I don't in the mornings.
Of course.
Queen Bee, Martha Stewart, Gwen, Hater Jade, Johnson.
Oh boy, Jade, your name
You
is
cannot keep adding names to the entry.
Have you ever watched The Lunatic?
You cannot keep adding names to the beginning of the show.
Jade, have you ever watched The Lunatic?
No.
You should watch The Lunatic. Because there was the guy in the show, every time he hear a new word, he just add it to his name. So if he could do it, why you can't do it?
We don't have time for that.
Aloysius got some more
Oh, my
photosynthesis,
mother.
longshoreman. Like, that was the man name.
By the time I done do all of this, the show done.
Oh man, but guys, seriously, we have to leave. We gotta go. We gotta disembark. It's been fun. It's been rich. We appreciate you. Again, big up to all the man that still putting part in there here.
Side part specifically?
Side part. Yeah. No, nothing wrong with it, Jay.
No, man, say no wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with it at all.
I like the one with the little soup.
You like the swoop? You don't give Jaden parts?
No. He had one for Christmas though.
Ah. Remember one time we went through this phase where people was putting like Nike sign and like dollar signs and things like the people was literally creating paintings in their head.
They're still doing it. Young
That's
Jack
still a
had Tupac.
We ain't talking about them deal. We're talking about regular people whose entire existence doesn't depend on people watching you.
Oh, okay.
Like there's regular man on the road like walking with a Nike sign in head and so. Like that was a thing. Like
Yeah,
that was a thing. I think I had a part, but I never went into big parts. And then
Yeah,
I didn't
the
really
style
have,
and so.
yeah, and I didn't always have like shorty. Shorty was never like a staple in my life. Very, very rare times.
I don't think I've ever seen Shotty Azem.
Yeah.
Your mom gonna send me a picture.
They're around.
I know.
Yeah, but guys, it's been rich. It's been fun. Thank you so much for joining us. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Be a part of what it is we're doing here. Don't be selfish. Share it with your friends. Let them know where to find us here in Sip and Chat. Sugar Factory INC on everything.
Everything. And advertise with us. We have space. You don't want people to see your nice ads? We want to see your nice ads.
Indeed.
Like, there's a very nice one at the beginning of the show.
Indeed.
The Big's a very familiar face.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, you just feel familiar.
yeah.
Okay. We'll take a look at it tomorrow.
Yeah.
But guys, we gotta leave, we gotta go. Thank you so much. And of course, remember to spend more time living your content than posting it. And of course, remember, you can't be everybody's cup of tea because you is not a mug. We're gonna see you guys tomorrow.